Hi, everybody. I am going to be out today just because my little one is sick. So, we are going to talk about finishing up our Nutcracker and we are going to talk about what that is going to look like in class today. Okay, so we are going to be continuing to work on our coloring. Please remember that we talked about last class. You can see that we have the two Nutcrackers here. We talked about a color scheme. So, picking anywhere from 4 to 6 colors and using those colors over and over again to make everything feel like it goes together. So please be mindful when choosing your colored pencils. You want to make sure you're sticking with your color scheme. Once you're done coloring your Nutcracker, please be sure to also color the background as well. Okay, so last class we talked about craftsmanship with our colored pencils, but we're just going to take a quick review of that. That way we're all on board, and if you weren't here last class, you know what we were talking about. Okay, so Miss Salatino drew all of these Nutcrackers over here. As you can see, there's different levels. The first one, not so good. Definitely rushed, very sloppy. Doesn't look like I put a lot of time and effort into it. The middle one, pretty good. Looks nice. Little plain, but still looks good. The last one looks great. Lots of details. So the first one doesn't look so good coloring wise because for a few reasons. I didn't stay in the lines. My colored pencil marks are going in multiple directions. I don't have a color scheme. I didn't color in the background. It just looks sloppy and rushed. My colors are a little fuzzy because I didn't use a nice sharp pencil. Um, the middle one looks good. I did color in the background, so that's good. I do have a color theme, so that's good. But my pencil lines are still going in multiple directions. My coloring's still a little fuzzy. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. Our last one that we're going to talk about is this one right over here. That looks the best. My background is nice and colored. My colors are nice and sharp. They're nice and bold and bright because I used a nice sharp pencil. There's definitely a color scheme. I stayed in the lines. The background's colored. And all of my pencil lines go in one direction. I think I colored everything straight up and down. So it's nice and neat. So this is what I really am expecting. I shouldn't see anyone in the first category. If your pencil lines look like that or if things look rushed, your sub has every right to go back and say, no, you need to work on this some more. Okay, so you definitely need to check in before you put on your background to see whether or not you're ready to move on. And like I said, the sub has every right to send you back to work on it some more if it's not up to Miss Salatino standards. Okay, so here's what we are going to be doing today. Hopefully, most of you are done drawing, but if you are still in the sketching phase, you want to be pretty quick with that so that you have some time to color. So when you're done drawing, I'd like you to outline and then make sure you erase those visible pencil lines because sometimes, especially if you're using the lighter colors like a yellow or an orange, they don't cover up pencil lines. You can still see it through the colored pencil. So make sure you erase and practice good craftsmanship. After that, you're going to start adding in your colored pencil. And like I said, I expect that not only the Nutcracker gets colored, but the background as well. Okay, great. We are now on to the final step, and hopefully the sub has given you the approval that you are ready to move on. So the last thing we're going to do is we are going to be mounting our work. Artists will take different things. It could be a piece of mat board or sometimes construction paper, and they create a frame for their artwork to make it look professional and finished, especially when they're hanging it up in an art gallery. So we're going to practice being professional artists, and we are going to mat and hang our artwork too. So Miss Salatino has some different colored construction paper up front. When you get your piece, you want to make sure that on the back of your Nutcracker, not on the construction paper. You want to do a nice big X in the middle, and you want to go around the border with your glue stick. Okay, so it should look like a big, like long rectangle box with a big X through it. After that, you want to make sure that it's nice and centered. As you can see over here on the one with the green check mark, it's nice and centered. Things aren't hanging off. It's not crooked. You want to make sure that you have a nice, even border. The one that you can see right here, this doesn't look good. It looks like I just slapped it on. It's not even. It's crooked. It's hanging off the border. Okay, those will be things that you will get points taken off for. So please make sure that you're practicing that good craftsmanship. You're acting like professional artists because you are. So we're practicing those good art habits. When you are done, your nutcrackers are going to go on the drying rack. Please start from the lowest level you can and work your way up. Don't pull all the racks down and start putting them on the top, because then it's hard for other people to see where they should go. Because these are so narrow, we can probably fit at least 3, maybe even 4 nutcrackers per shelf. Also, make sure your name is on the back of it, because we're gluing on the back of your nutcracker, which is probably where your name is right now, and with the construction paper over it, it's probably covered up. So please make sure your name is on it so I know who it belongs to. Okay, guys, I hope you have an amazing class. I look forward to seeing you after break. Enjoy break, and I will see you guys soon.